Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in another video day, and today the Denver Nuggets beat the Los Angeles Lakers 131 to 126. The Nuggets are now 43-24 and 23-10 at home. The Lakers lose their fourth straight, falling to 15-18 on the road and 40-25 in total. Tough loss for the Lakers, but another loss where you're shorthanded, and very shorthanded for the Lakers tonight. I mean, no LeBron, no Luka, no Dorian Finney-Smith, no Rui, also no Jackson Hayes, no Gabe Vincent. So this was a really shorthanded night for the Lakers where you have to rely on Austin Reeves and Dalton Kennett to be the number two options. And look, I don't know if that's such a super problem to have because both of those players are really good players. But it's definitely a problem when you're going up against the Denver Nuggets who have Nikola Jokic. I feel like if they were playing, I'm not going to name any teams, but there are a couple of teams that are a handful of teams that the Lakers would have been able to go out there and beat tonight with the way Austin Reeves and Dalton Kennett played. I mean, Dalton Kennett, 32 points, 2 rebounds, with 13 for 27 from the floor shooting, 5 for 13 from 3. Austin Reeves had 37 points and 13 assists with 8 rebounds and 4 steals, 13 for 26 and 4 for 10 from 3 and 7 for 7 at the free throw line. Outside of that, I mean, Shake Milton was really good too with 16 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and he shot 7 for 11, 1 for 2 from 3. Christian Koloko did a really good job in this game, 8.7 rebounds. Jordan Goodwin had 10 points starting tonight. Jared Vanderbilt, I thought, was a key piece to this Lakers team tonight. I know that they lost, but I think it's still incredible the way they were able to play good basketball in this game, even though they were so shorthanded in Denver and the altitude. Also, key factor is this was the second night of a back-to-back for this Lakers team tonight. Jared Vanderbilt played great tonight too. 9 points, 7 assists, 7 rebounds, and 3 steals. And Markieff Morris had 7 points. The Lakers were so short-handed tonight. They had Bronny James playing 16 minutes in this game. One of the first game, I mean not the first game, but one of the only games Bronny James has played this season where he's playing meaningful minutes. Played 16 minutes tonight. All of his shots were threes. He went 1 for 5 from 3, 2 for 2 at the free throw line, 5 points, 2 rebounds, 1 steal. I mean, it wasn't good, but he wasn't terrible. I mean, he did hit a corner 3 over Nikola Jokic, but outside of that, didn't really do much. But he did have a couple offensive rebounds, which were nice. One of those led to 2 points, which were 2 free throws for him. But I mean, just the Lakers were too shorthanded in this one tonight, and I thought it was incredible that they again not as good as their last matchup against this Nuggets team, but were able to control Nikola Jokic in this one. 28.7 rebounds and 5 assists for Jokic. I mean, this is a guy that's averaging a 30-point triple-double, and so they limited him to 7 rebounds and 5 assists in this game tonight. And he had a good 28 points. 12 of those were at the free throw line. I thought they did a solid job, and really only had one of the guys that was doing a good defensive job against him last matchup when they beat the crap out of Denver. Jared Vanderbilt is one of the big keys to Nikola Jokic. He's slowing him down and making him less dangerous. But you have a lot of guys that are on the floor that also help with that, like Rui Hachimura and Jackson Hayes. Helped Jared Vanderbilt a lot in the last matchup in the Lakers' last win against this Nuggets team to stop Jokic. Also, LeBron did as well, not as much as guys like Hayes and Rui and as well as Jared Vanderbilt. But I think it starts with Jared Vanderbilt and stopping Jokic, and he did a really good job tonight. And but you need the other guys out there on the floor. You need Rui. You need Jackson Hayes. You need LeBron defensively going up against Nikola, and so. Yeah, but I thought a good job going up against him defensively tonight with him playing 38 minutes and the Lakers being that shorthanded to the point where Alex Len is the starting center. And he didn't even play that much. I mean, Christian Koloko was the big that played the most for this Lakers team tonight. Alex Len only played 12 minutes. But Jokic was still really good tonight. It doesn't take away. It's not like he was bad or anything because Jokic was good, but they had his numbers down. I mean, this is a guy that averages a triple-double, and he only had 7 rebounds and 5 assists tonight. But I'll tell you guys who was really good, and it's not surprising because the Lakers really struggle when going up against point guards. 26 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds for Jamal Murray. He was clutch for this Nuggets team tonight. Christian Brown, another guy that really had a good game tonight. It was terrible in their loss against Minnesota. 22 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds for Christian Brown. Michael Porter Jr. and Aaron Gordon were good, not as good as Jamal Murray and Christian Brown. But Gordon had 17 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. He didn't shoot the ball that much, though. 3 for 6, 2 for 4 from 3. Michael Porter Jr., 13 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. And then 17 points for Russell Westbrook, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. He was a key factor for this Nuggets team tonight in their win and had the sealer. I mean, this was a 126 to 129 game, and the Lakers had a chance to tie the game with a 3, and Russell Westbrook stole the ball and took it all the way for a game-sealing dunk with 2 seconds left on the clock, and that's what won the Nuggets this game tonight. I mean, obviously it was other shots like Jamal Murray hitting a 3 when it's tied at 126. That was key, but it's not like that guaranteed the Nuggets a win. What guaranteed the Nuggets a win was a steal by Russ and then a dunk is what sealed this Nuggets win tonight. He was key. And then Peyton Watson had 4 points off the bench. So did Zeke Nnaji, and he had 5 rebounds as well. And the Nuggets get a really good win, 131 to 126. I think you have to be disappointed in the fact that you hosted a team that was that short-handed as the Lakers, and they were on the second night of it back-to-back, and you struggled as they did. But I think a win is a win. It doesn't matter, whether who it's against. But it's not surprising me that this happened, just because the fact that this happens a lot in the NBA, where you take a team for granted, and they come back and they surprise you. I mean, look, for instance, it happened with the Lakers last year when for a game they didn't have LeBron and they didn't have AD, and D'Angelo Russell and Rui Hachimura and Austin Reeves went into Boston and just surprised everybody. And I think they did it. I think they did that in Milwaukee as well that year, if I'm not mistaken. And then, for instance, another Lakers example. This is another good example. The Lakers earlier this January were facing the Dallas Mavericks. This was before the Luka trade. Before Luka went to LA, Luka was still with the Mavs, but he was injured. There was no Kyrie, and I don't think Mavs had Klay Thompson in the lineup either, but they might have. But the Dallas Mavericks didn't have Kyrie or Luka. LA had both Anthony Davis and LeBron James in the floor, and Dallas beat LA. And so there have been many other, examples I can go over of shorthanded teams without their, top players playing a really good team and beating them. Like, I can name another one. For instance, I watched this one as being a Rockets fan. The Rockets in the 2019-20 season, going way back with this one, they had a road game against the Utah Jazz, who were really good in the Western Conference, but so were the Rockets at that time. But, playing a really good Jazz team in Utah, they were without James Harden, Clint Capella, and Russell Westbrook, and the Rockets still beat the Jazz because Eric Gordon had 50 points. And I know that's a long time ago, and that's not recent, but that's another example of, maybe getting a little too ahead of yourself because you're facing a team that is very shorthanded and you expect to win. And that's happened a lot in this league. So let me know your thoughts on the Nuggets beating the Lakers 131 to 126 in the comment section, and peace out.